Hi everyone, let me introduce our group called Creative Peeps, which consists of me, Felliecia, and my friends namely Abel, Callysta, Irene, and Padma. Well, now we will discuss a folktale story that will certainly be interesting. The title is Jaka Tarub. Without any further ado, let's start from the story.
Once upon a time, there was a widow who lived in the village of Dadapan. She had a son whose name was Jaka Tarub. Dadapan village was close to the wood, so Jaka Tarub liked to go to the woods. He liked hunting for animals with his blowpipe. One day, when he was in the wood, he saw a beautiful rainbow and he saw 7 angels going down through it. He came closer and searched for them. The 7 angels were swimming and taking a bath in the lake. Jaka Tarub looked at them while hiding behind trees. They flew through the rainbow and back to heaven when they had finished taking a bath. The next day, he saw the same thing again. This time, Jaka Tarub had an idea. He searched for their dress, and when he found them, he took one of them. As they had finished swimming and taking a bath, they looked for their dress. One of them could not find her dress. Her friends had to come back to heaven, so they left her alone. She was crying while staying in the water. Jaka Tarub approached her. "Why are you crying, lady?" asked Jaka. "I lost my dress, so I cannot go home," she answered. "Where is your home?" "I live in heaven. I am an angel. My name is Nawang Wulan, but I lost my dress, so I cannot fly anymore, and I cannot go back to heaven. If you don't mind, I will take my mother's dress for you." "Okay, please do it for me." "Wait for me here, I'll be back." Then Jaka Tarub went home to take her mother's dress and gave it to Nawang Wulan. He asked her to stay at his house with his mother. Not long after that, Jaka Tarub married Nawang Wulan and they have a daughter. Her name is Nawangsi. As an angel, Nawang Wulan had spiritual power. She had an ability that was far above human beings. She could cook rice with just a bar of rice, and when it was done, the bowl would be full of rice. But there was one condition. The bowl must not be opened before it is done. Jaka Tarub was very surprised by her wife's ability. He was very curious about it. So, when Nawang Wulan was away, he opened the bowl.
Consequently, Nawang's spiritual power disappeared. Since Nawang Wulan could not cook efficiently anymore, she needed more rice than usual. The stock of rice in their storeroom diminished rapidly. Then one day when she took rice there, she was very surprised. Nawang Wulan found her angel dress. It was hidden there on piles of rice. She immediately wore it and talked to Jaka Tarub. "My dear husband, now I know what you did to me. Forgive me, my dear. I admit that I did this because I love you. I love you too. But now I find my dress. I must come back to heaven. I am an angel. My place is not here. I have to go now. How about Nawangsi? She needs you. I will leave her, but don't worry. I will take care of her. Anytime she needs me, I will be here. For that purpose, please build a tower. When Nawangsi cries, put her there, then call my name. I will come immediately, but I will be invisible to you. Goodbye, dear." Then Jaka Tarub built a tower behind his house. Every time Nawangsi cried, he would put her there. Nawang Wulan would come and take care of Nawangsi.
There are two main characters in this story, Jaka Tarub and Nawang Wulan. Jaka Tarub is a kind and helpful person. He also hardworking, friendly, and keeps his word, but he is also selfish, reckless, deceitful, and breaks his promise when he opens the bowl before it's done. Nawang Wulan, she is a forgiving person and a very good mother to Nawangsi. There are two helper figures in this story. They are Nawangsi and Jaka's mother. Nawangsi and Jaka's mother are not mentioned in detail because they only exist to make the story more complete.
Complication in the story is when Nawang Wulan advised Jaka Tarub Not to open the cauldron lid she used to cook rice. Out of his curiosity, he opened the lid of the cauldron that made her spiritual power disappear. And when Nawang Wulan took the rice in the storeroom, she was surprised to find out that her husband stole her clothes while she was on the river with other angels.
Next, the resolution. The resolution in this story is Nawang Wulan went back to heaven and left Jakarta. At a certain time, Nawang Wulan came to breastfeed Nawangsi.
The setting of this story is in the Hadapan village, wood, lake, behind trees, Jaka's house, and storeroom at the daytime, afternoon, and night.
Famous theatrical performance. The genre of the story is folk tales, and this story uses the person omniscient because the narrator can know everything in the story, like know the thoughts or feelings of all the characters. And more values that we can get from the story is we must always be honest and we must keep our promise, and if we want something we have to try to get it without harming others.